Oh boy. Just another project for another Sunday. How's it going back there?
It fit.
That didn't take very long.
No.
Of course it fit. I measured it first.
I know, but there's like some random stuff that's like
Poking out.
and all that good stuff. But we got it.
Yay! So I saw this come across
Are we switching Eloise to this
What is this? Oh yeah, we probably need to.
car seat?
Yeah, it's that time where Eloise needs to be in like a big car seat, not the bucket car seat anymore, which
I feel a little bad because Eloise's car seat was about half the price of the twins' car seat.
Right.
But same brand, I'm sure it's just as safe, right?
Well, that's the thing.
Why did we spend so much on the twins?
Well, we didn't. We got them as baby shower gifts.
Oh, that's right.
It was funny because we registered for those and I was showing what all I was registered for and everyone was like, you're gonna need an infant car seat first. Because I registered for like the ones that they're in forever after infancy. But then Eloise used Lyndle's infant car seat.
It broke.
It did break, didn't it? So then when I was pregnant with Eloise, the twins were, when our nanny had them, what was the deal? Oh, she had a car seat in her car for her toddler. And so but like I took my car to work that had our 2 car seats in it. So we just needed to get one more car seat to put in her car so that she could take her car and take the twins to story time at the library. Back when story time was a thing. There is no story time anymore.
Boo.
I know. So anyway, I looked for one that was used and couldn't find one, and so ended up just getting a very inexpensive backup car seat to have so that she could just put it in her car and take the twins to story time. And that is the one I think we'll probably just use for Eloise. It doesn't seem very comfortable. I don't know, like the twins is more soft and this one just has like a very thin layer of cushioning on it. I know they're all safe, like they all have to be safe, but I don't know, it just would be nice if it was also comfortable, right? The thing is, we don't go a lot of places, like we're not in the car very much, so I don't know that it really matters. And from a sustainability standpoint, like just using the car seat we already have would make much more sense. So we'll probably just use that one. And I think what we're gonna do, currently we have the twins in bucket seats and then there's a back row, and the back row you can fold down like just 3 or 2/3 of it or just 1/3 of it. So we have Eloise's car seat base in the 1/3 part of the very back and the twins in the bucket seats. I hope this makes sense. I'm just kind of describing it instead of showing you. It would make more sense if I could show you. But then we have a little seat you can put in between the 2 bucket seats. And I think what I'm gonna do is put Eloise on her car seat on that middle seat in the middle row so that we don't have any kids all the way in the back. And I feel like that will help with car rides not being so stressful, because as of right now, we don't spend a lot of time in the car, so when we do, Eloise is not a fan. The twins weren't at this age either. It's just a really hard age to have a baby sit still without being entertained by a person the whole time. So I think I'll put her in the middle, facing rear facing of course, and then the twins will be on either side and they'll be able to kind of entertain her. So that's the plan. But the wild card is, will that car seat fit? Like, will they fit 3 wide on that row? They do have like extra slim car seats, so hopefully we won't have to end up buying another car seat, but we'll try to get everything put in today, and then we can pass along her infant car seat to somebody else. What do you think about that? Yeah, I just took her to the doctor last week and it was just funny. It was funny seeing her in the infant car seat because her legs were like hanging over the side, and I don't know, she's just outgrown it. Sad. Eloise. Yeah, she has definitely been our most expressive baby via sign language. We've taught her the same signs that we taught the twins, but she uses them. You want more? More? She does it like this, which is exactly how the twins did it. More, see more. But when she sees me do it like this, then she like tries to get her hands to do that, which is cute. Can you say please? Yay! Say please. There was one day last week where I don't know what it was. She was not nursing very well that day. It was just like she only wanted solids. A balloon! So she wouldn't nurse, and then she was following me around like doing this, like she wanted more solids. So like ideally before a year you breastfeed them first and they're getting a majority of their food via breast milk, and then solids just kind of supplement. But that day she definitely had more solids than breast milk. Like I was literally having to pump while I was with her. But the next day she was totally back to normal, so that was good. I think those little bumps, like they have random times where they'll do a nursing strike, and it's usually related to teething or something, and it will probably only last like a couple of days, but that is, I feel like that's when a lot of moms give up nursing because they think like this is it, they're self-weaning. But if you give it a couple of days, most of the time I feel like they go back to normal. Right, Eloise? You eat so much. You eat so much. You're just a very hungry caterpillar.
Berend, there's something that you need to learn right now. And that's it. The art of putting a tent away takes a long time to master. So maybe if we start now, by the time you're my age, you'll be really good at it. Although we're not gonna camp in a tent, we're gonna get an RV.
Exactly.
Speaking of that,
are we making the announcement right now?
We are shopping for an RV. It's not something that we're gonna get immediately, but sooner rather than later, I would say. You know, I would really much prefer, like Eloise was walking and like, we don't have to hold her and carry her all the time.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. So, yeah, Brad started, he came up with the idea, and then I immediately was like, that's a fantastic idea. Just with like the quarantine thing, it's a way to have fun with your family without having to like interact with anybody else and not just stay home. So we have been shopping them and trying to figure out like what our budget.
I mean, we've always said that we wanted. There's nothing new there. But we're just kind of speeding up the timeline.
Oh, this footage is gonna be horrible. Yeah, so we're expediting the process, and it's kind of a replacement idea for the pool. This would be instead of the pool. It just broadens our horizons for what we're able to do. So we've been shopping them and trying to figure out what we want, and like landing on what a realistic budget is for an RV to get what we want. But so we kind of had it narrowed down to one that we liked, and then my dad is really educated on RVs because he's had 3 in the past, I don't know how many, 5 years. So he has learned a lot as he's moved through RVs on what you don't want and what you want to avoid in an RV. Like, you don't want an RV that's been to Alaska because it's just...
Even though hopefully someday we'll go to Alaska.
Right, we'll be the ones taking it to Alaska, but I guess it just is really hard on the RV when you take it through Alaska with the salt and...
Well, and the potholes.
And potholes.
Yeah, I was watching, I think it was Tim and Finn. They're a couple that RV, young couple. And like some of the roads that are up in Canada, bad. Really.
Yeah. So it's just tough on the RV. So it's not like a deal breaker, I don't think, for us, because I feel like what we get now, we will probably decide in a year or 2 that we are outgrowing it or that we want something different. So I don't feel like the RV that we get initially we're going to be married to forever. So I feel like we just need to find a good starting point that fits our budget and learn from that by living in it, not living in it permanently, but...
And it'll be kind of fun because my parents are close to retirement, gonna buy an RV. Rachel's parents have an RV. Rachel's aunt has an RV. So we can do like these big family trips, and it'd be really fun.
That would be really fun. Yeah, it's just fun to kind of fantasize about what... Because
there's like no place in the United States that's like outside your limits, outside your reach.
I have a quick question. Did you blow up these balloons and then purposefully make the strings like a foot too short?
In the garage, they're perfect.
Oh.
Eloise wants one.
With the tiny home movement, there's a ton of inspiration for like redoing the inside of an RV. So even if cosmetically it's outdated, we would have a lot of fun just like redoing it and making it our own and something that we like.